Hello everyone, I am Mirabel and today I will show you all the books I got since my last haul. This is all that I acquired since Christmas. Let's get to it. There's a lot of books. First I got more Robin Hobb, of course, because I love her books so far and I want to keep reading, and there's a lot of the books, so this trilogy was next to buy, and I got this one as well. There's a lot. I'm not sure I will be buying the shorter novellas as well. I will see. I think they will definitely not fit into the shelf with these books. I will be happy if I get all the trilogies in one shelf and they will fit. That will be great. I did buy and complete the rest of the Dandelion Dynasty. Once again, somehow, one book, the third one, is a little bit glossy and the fourth one again is matte. I don't know what happened again, but I'm happy to report neither of these books have the permanent sticker, so that at least is great. It's good, I'm happy. I might get to this probably next year. Another two books I got from another author is Adrian Tchaikovsky Fantasy. I only read sci-fi by him so far. Very interested what he got in the fantasy department. So this is book 1 and 2 in what I think is a trilogy. The third book should be out as well right now. It looks very nice, like the covers. We will see. Let me know if you already read this one, because I didn't see many opinions about these books yet. Next one is a hardcover, and it is the most popular and talked about book in the adult fantasy category from last year, and it is no other than The Will of the Many by James Islington. It is a beautiful minimalistic cover. I know there are special editions and they are also beautiful, but to me personally this minimalistic cover is the most pretty by far. I think it's definitely iconic at this point, so I'm happy to have this. Also, this is how it looks without the cover. It's very pretty, like grainy, soft shade of gray. Now I will show you the books my husband got for his bookshelves, also in the fantasy category. The first one I actually got for him on Christmas, and it is Never Die. I definitely want to read all of these books as well myself. Next in the fantasy category for him is Ruin and Wrath by Gwynne. So this completes the 4-book series. We still didn't read any. Maybe this year or the next year definitely I will pick those up. They are very popular and I can't wait to dig in. Another in the fantasy genre, it would be a mid-classic tale, is Monkey King in this beautiful hardcover. It is very pretty version, yellow mixed with red. Happy to have this in our bookshelf. On to the next category, which is sci-fi. I had the first 3 books in the Red Rising series, so I did pick up Iron Gold and Dark Age. As you might know already from my previous video, I did read the second book, Golden Sun, which was much better than the first one, and I will continue reading this series. I also picked up Hell's 8 and Ninth Life. I read only the first book, but I will also be reading and finishing this trilogy hopefully soon. Next one is an absolute classic. Here I have Hyperion, the first book, and also The Fall of Hyperion. I am very curious what I will think once I read it. Most people love it, but it is also up to the personal taste and it is not for everyone. Hopefully I will like this one. I do love the format of the small book, really like this. I also decided to pick up some books second hand, and that is The Leviathan Wakes and Caliban's War from James S.A. Corey. Not sure when I will come to this. There's at least 9 books in the series, which is a lot. From what I heard, there might be a struggle with reading. I still think I want to read these books first before trying to watch the TV show, which I heard is pretty good. Next one is sci-fi in the subgenre of dystopia, and that is Changing All Stars. I heard really good things about this one. Nice green cover, love me some green. It seems to be a nice little standalone. So I showed you Red Rising, which is probably the most popular sci-fi book series. However, there's also another series which is recently super popular as well, I would say right behind Red Rising. Finally, I got the US covers, and of course I'm talking about the Sun Eater series, and that would be Empire of Silence, Howling Dark, Demon in White, and Kingdoms of Death. I heard great things about these books. I really wanted the US covers. The UK covers were much more available here, and they were priced reasonably, but I just don't like them. To me personally, they are generic, and especially compared to this beautiful character art, I really appreciate these covers, and I decided to go for this, even though they are just paperbacks and the price was not great for them at all. But I was waiting and waiting. They did appear once, then they disappeared, so I was waiting, and in the end I just decided to grab them before they disappear from the market again. I'm very happy to have them. Already maybe ordered the next 2 books as well. Maybe gonna read this series next year, and I can't wait. I hope to love it. Let me know down in the comments if you read at least the first book, what you think. Now let's move on to the others category, which is literary fiction and non-fiction and historical fiction. Well, for historical fiction I have only one book, which is Taipan by James Clavell. We already have Shogun book, which is also in this kind of style. They are very pretty. It is Slovak translations. I think they did amazing job. We might be collecting the next books as well. Then I have kind of a dinosaurs prehistoric theme with these next books, and that is of course Jurassic Park. I am very happy about this cover because on the website this paperback was absolutely hideous, but I didn't feel like getting the hardcover, so I just went for it, and the cover ended up being totally different from what they show on the website, which was this one, thank God. So that was fiction. However, I have non-fiction. It is The Rise and Fall of Dinosaurs and The Rise and Reign of Mammals. I can't wait to read this. I think this will be, the non-fiction books would be kind of like a passive read. To have it as a second book to read here and there, to truly focus on what I'm reading. I really took interest in the long past history of Earth as of late this past year, so I did really want to pick this up. And another prehistoric non-fiction is Otherlands, which is this beautiful fern plant image on the cover, and it is some prehistoric history of life on Earth, plants and animals, and I'm also interested what is in this book and if it's a good non-fiction. Then I have a book by a Taiwanese author, and it is The Man with the Compound Eyes. Didn't really know what it is about. The title of the book was very interesting. I thought it is sci-fi. Then I discovered the main topic of this book is climate, like climate change and the impact of that, so that is also interesting to me. Can't wait to read this. Then some literary fiction dystopia is this short book, I Who Have Never Known Men. I think a lot of people already shown this in the book community. So far, from what I've seen, everybody really liked this book. I hope I will love it as well. It is my wild card for 5 stars prediction for this year. I really need to read it. The last book of this category, and also in this whole new books on my shelves, is Walking Practice by Do Ki-min. It is a Korean author, so already that's interesting to me. And as you can see, I kind of already read it. I do mention it in my last video if you want to know my opinion about this. I did like it. Trigger warning for some who might need it. There's explicit sexual interactions and hookup culture. However, I did like the alien aspect in the book. That's already what got me interested, and also the themes that it might be strongly hinting at what is the main point of the book. It's not for everyone, but I did like it. So those are all the books I got since last time. I hope you enjoyed seeing this almost haul, late haul, I would say. I can't wait to dig into all of those books. If only there was more time on our hands, right? My physical TBR is ever growing. I need to keep reading. Let me know what is the last addition to your bookshelves. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and stay bookish.